And going through their pregame warm-ups, trying to get loose and focused here before tip. Welcome and thank you for spending this holiday season with 2K Sports as we get ready for the special NBA presentation. This is Brian Anderson. I've got Tim Legler and Grant Hill at the table with me, and Allie LaForce covering us courtside. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Anthony Simons.
Well, his scoring has dipped over the last few seasons, and sometimes that can be cause for concern. But it doesn't always tell the full story. You have to consider his role, his usage, as well as the other ways he contributes to the team.
And the starting group for the Celtics. They've got Peyton Pritchard, Sam Hauser out there with Jaylen Brown. Then it's Derek White, and it's Queta in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Raptors, the perimeter filled up by Barrett and Ingram. Barnes is the 4 with Poeltl in the middle. And it's quickly in at the point. A good chunk of the season has passed us now, Grant. I'd imagine the wear and tear is adding up for some players.
Yeah, it varies from guy to guy. You know, vets are usually dealing with something just from playing so many years. But BA, the rookies, they're learning now. What it takes to be in NBA condition.
So it's Boston now, following the three-point basket by Toronto. Here's White. What a tremendous game he played against Miami. Tip! Pass to Quickly. Feet away, and he drops that one in.
That's really pretty. The mid-range from Quickly. I love it.
White against Quickly. White, the pass to Pritchard. Back to White. 5 to shoot. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Now here's Quickly. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game. And that's going to be a travel. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Outside, Brown. Pritchard with a screen on Ingram. And here's Brown for 3. Poeltl grabs a miss.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And Barnes with a basket. The assist by Barrett.
Scotty Barnes right there showing you that strength. That's a nice job fighting through the contact.
White looking it over. Pass to Pritchard. Outside, Brown. Rebound by the Raptors. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And you know, I mean, they played with great energy all the way through. Just fell a little bit short.
Well, that's a classic example of a tough road loss. If they had been at home with their crowd's energy behind them, things may have turned out differently. You can't have a better start than that, connecting on 4 of your first 5 field goal attempts.
And going back to high school in North Carolina, 4 state championships for Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, Brian, he made a name for himself early as the number 2 pick in 2016. He was an all-star and then most improved in 2020. The question is, can he get back to winning at the highest level?
Here's Quickly, following the 3 by Boston. Barnes finds Quickly from the arc. Barnes, no good. Celtics trail by 4. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, I spoke with the head coach for Toronto. We briefly talked about Jaylen Brown and what kind of defensive mindset you have to have against him, and he said we have to be willing to work just as hard as he is. We have to fight through every single screen, talk to one another, and contest every shot we can. Sounds like it'll be an all-out effort against Brown here in this one. Back to you, B.A.
And Allie, thank you for that. Pass to Hauser. Now here's Pritchard. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Hauser. Let's go with a three. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother.
Here's Barrett. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by White. Outside Barnes. Puts up a three. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. Taking a look at Boston, here around the midway point, they've proven to be a top 3 team in their conference. And of course, the Toronto Raptors, back 2.5 games.
You know, for the Raptors, what's impressive is they've reached much of their potential this year. The big question, though, people are asking is, do they have what it takes to become a front runner?
Well, I think that extra gear is coming, especially as we get further down the stretch, when you're trying to build momentum for a playoff run.
And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for Boston. 7-point differential. The last time they came together was in Toronto, where they fell to the Raptors.
Yeah, we know that on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Well, it just kills your momentum. You earn the trip to the line, but at the same time, when you miss, you give your opponent life.
Here's White. Toronto making their last shot. Hauser outside. 6 to shoot. It's Brown on the wing, covered by Ingram. Hauser can't get it to go. Raptors lead by 7. To the inside. Here's Barnes. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Boston's gone 1 of 4 from deep. White, pass to Pritchard. And stolen by Barrett. Here's quickly. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Toronto has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Oh, what a play. Just palms the block. Outside Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's the three. Queta, second shot opportunity. And he lays it up and in. Queta's got his second basket on the night.
Well, he just outworked everybody there. Give him credit. He deserves to be rewarded for that effort.
But for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Mobo, he's checked in for Pirtle. Vols is checked in. For Boston, Simons comes in for Pritchard. Ingram against Brown. Ingram, pass to Barnes. Pass to Mobo. Hey, from beyond the arc. Boston pulls it in. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
And in that one, the bench came to play. Gave the team a bunch of points and energy to put them over the top.
Well, the bench changed the game. What a shot in the arm to this offense. That second unit was incredible.
No coverage that time. And the Raptors lead by 10.
That's got to be a relief. After 3 straight misses, he finally gets one to go.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks. Well, with a window of opportunity opening in the East, the Raptors are trying to make inroads. After acquiring Brandon Ingram last season, he's finally out of the bubble wrap and providing that offensive punch that this team has needed. The goal is clear. Ingram said it himself. They're looking to get back into the playoffs in Toronto.
Love that confidence. Okay, Shams, thank you. And the Celtics in possession here. Toronto making their last shot, and it's Simons missing. Barrett passes to Quickly. And here now are the teams that have made a difference with their defense in the past 10 games. Number one, the Celtics.
They've turned up the heat defensively over this last stretch, trying to force more turnovers. That's been their game.
Shoot two.
That free throw no good. Garza's checked in for Queta. And he's good on the second. And so it's Boston with it. They trail by 11. Pass to Walsh. Brown looking around. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by Dick. Here's Walter. He's covered by Simons. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
And they're really attacking the paint with a fury.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Well, it's all fast break points. Those easy buckets. They're so hard to come by in the NBA. So if you get a chance to run, you have to take advantage of it.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
Takes it inside. And here's Brown for three. And the three-pointer goes.
A dangerous... shooter from all areas. Brown's eyes get real big when he shoots these corner threes.
Outside Dick. Three-pointer. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
Pass to Mobo. Here's Shed. To the middle. Here's Walter. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And here's Simons. Here's Garza. Yet to see a basket. Clock at 6. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Here's Shed. Pass to Dick. There's the 3. Simons with a rebound. Celtics trail by 13. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball.
Those are the type of turnovers that kill you. Just an unforced error.
Abaji's checked in for Toronto. The Raptors shooting right around 57%. Very efficient so far in the first. 1:52 left in the first quarter of the game.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
Left side White. It's Brown on the wing. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
Brown taking on all challengers. This kind of fearless approach is what his teammates and coaches love seeing.
Pass to Dick. Here's Murray Boyles. On the take. Launches a 3. Dick with a miss.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Right side Brown. That one drops. 3 for 6 now.
When Brown gets the ball this close in, he knows he can finish. Just a matter of execution.
There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. A nice shot by Murray Boyles.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
And here's White. 7 points in the game. Pass to Garza. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. And here's Brown for three. Rebound Toronto.
And just executing your offense earlier in the clock helps you avoid shots like that.
Here's Shed. Fires the three. Oh, he drains the three, and he'll go to the line for one more. That's on Anthony Simons. Toronto shooting there. Their fourth shot at the foul line here.
Anthony Simons, second personal foul.
Got it off in time. That misses. Would have counted had he gone. And so it's the Toronto Raptors leading by 17 at the end of the period. Tough to run with them. They get the ball up the court so fast. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Raptors, this has been a game they've wanted to have.
Well, you have to love their activity level at the defensive end, racking up those steals.
They've disrupted the offensive flow, and they are making things miserable for any ball handler.
And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. 17-point game. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Peyton Pritchard is out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's Sam Hauser, and it's Garza in at the 5, roaming the paint. Shed. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Barnes has got 3 assists now in this one.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
Legs, we've seen players extend their primes, extend their careers. What's behind that?
Well, I think you have to look at the absolute best, LeBron James, and what he has been able to do in making that investment in terms of caring for his body. It's a role model that all players should emulate.
Question is, can anybody replicate what LeBron has done?
Well, that's going to be tough to copy that.
Here's Shed. Here's Dick. Pass to Mobo. Here's Walsh. Oh, deflected. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Back to you guys.
Yeah, got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. Pritchard, the pass to Simons. Now Hauser. Pass to Garza. Now Simons. Just 5 on the clock. 4-3. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3. To the paint. Here's Momo. And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Toronto shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. No good on that one. Toronto making a switch here. Good on the second one. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Up top, Pritchard. He's guarded by Barnes. Simons outside. Takes the 3. He drops it from range. Simons has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Abaji. Here's Murray Boyles. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his power.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the Celtics making a change here. Minot's checked in. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Simons finds Pritchard. Back to Simons. Pass to Garza. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rebounded by Murray. Boyles.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Sinks it from distance. Barnes has got 7.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Boston has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Pass to Walsh. Barnes against Pritchard. Here's Garza. Here's Walsh. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Miami. Knocks down the long J. Pritchard's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Dick gets the bucket.
In today's NBA, you have to stretch the floor if you want to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now.
Tim, with his agility and that 7'3" wingspan, Scotty Barnes can guard virtually anyone.
Well, because he's got the combination, Brian, of lateral quickness and physicality. He is great at the point of attack and fighting through screens. Just a top-shelf defender.
Here's Murray Boyles, following the bucket by Boston. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
It's stolen by Barnes. Here's Abaji. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Barnes has got 5 assists tonight.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Here's Simons, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Grady Dick picks one up, and you think of players who heat up in a hurry. You got to include Anthony Simons, Tim.
Well, Brian, he's just a bucket getter. He can pull up from any distance, and with the elevation to do a little damage inside as well.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Walsh, and Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. Ingram against Brown. Now here's Ingram. Tight defense on him. Nice D from Brown. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Brown's got 9.
And a great move by Brown, showing the doubters Jaylen can dribble it.
Pass to Ingram. Now here's Dick. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Barnes a screen. And it's Shed missing. And it's Simons with the ball for the Boston Celtics. Here's Garza. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Ingram.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Shed. White with the steal. Now Simons. Nice ball movement by Boston. The shot by Garza, no good. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Cadis checked in for Boston. For 3, Barrett. Rebounded by the Celtics. Now here's White. He has 7. And here's Brown for 3. And they get it back. Cadis. And the call will be against Brandon Ingram. That's his first foul of the game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
And the Raptors making a change here. Pirtle's checked in. Raptors on D. Here's Brown. Pirtle grabs a miss. Raptors lead by 23. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
And Barnes got off the floor quickly, no doubt about that one.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's White. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
For Toronto, they've gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. Quickly, passes to Pirtle. Now here's Barrett. He's covered by Simons. Now here's Barrett. Defense right on him. And it's quickly with a miss. The Celtics have gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. Pass to Queta. And he slams it in one-handed.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Quickly outside. And here's Ingram. Five on the clock. Pass to Barnes. For 3. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Celtics trail by 21. Here's Queta, covered by Pirtle. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
Well, they're on the right path now, but still in a pretty big hole.
And they seem to have found something out there. I like the confidence they're playing with.
Now here's Barnes. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Hurdle, screen on Simons. The three, Barrett. Simons with a rebound.
I'll tell you what, we know he's been struggling tonight, but his teammates have pitched in big time.
The kick out to White. Here's Minot. He's scoreless. Back to White from outside the arc. Rebound Toronto. Barnes has got 4 rebounds now. Ingram on the wing. Defended by Brown. Brown against Ingram. Back to Barnes. To stop the drought. Boston pulls it in. Kidd has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Simons. He can't get it to go. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes. Pass to quickly. Beyond the arc. Boston pulls it in.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
White finds Simons. Outside, Brown. He nails it. That's his 5th make in 11 tries.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Raptors lead by 17. Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds.
Richards checked in for Boston. Let's have a look at the leaderboard now and see the toughest defensive teams in the league these past 10 games. Number 1, the Celtics.
And defensively, they have really set the tone lately, preventing teams from getting into any kind of rhythm against them.
Barrett against White. Here's Murray Boyles, and he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
That's a great look by Barrett right there. A wing who continues to improve as a distributor.
Brown passes to White. Back to Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
And so here is Toronto. They lead by 17. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Brooklyn where they'll face the Nets. That's the first of a 3-game trip out on the road for them. The 3 from quickly. Rebound Boston. Kidd has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Stay here.
Pass to White. A minute 4 left in the first half. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
And so it's Ingram with it. He brings it up for Toronto. It's a 14-point game. Now here's Pirtle. Not a lot of room. Queta pulls it in. Queta's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Minot can't get it to go. Raptors lead by 14. Ingram, the pass to quickly. Here's Murray Boyles. He's got 9. Pass to Ingram. Shot clock at 5. Knocks it down from distance. Ingram's got 13.
Picking up right where he left off. Hit 2 triples in the first quarter. Now he gets another to fall.
Now here's White. Can't hit that one. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Toronto out in front, leading by 17. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Toronto Raptors.
In terms of efficiency, they've been on point. Incredible execution. I love the way they're playing on both ends.
Yeah, they're piling up a massive lead, partly because they're not giving anything away. Taking a closer look at the first half matchups, these two guys have led the way for their teams.
Yeah, they're both smart-driven, extremely talented. They've been putting on a show, man.
Taking control individually as the leaders of their teams. We are watching greatness.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Boy, this has been one outstanding game from Brandon Ingram.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Ingram the 3 with Barnes the 4. Quickly at point with Barrett by his side. They're the guards. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. White the pass to Queta. On target from about 13 feet. He's got 12.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Barnes finds Barrett. Now Ingram. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And Tim, 1 year, you shot over 50% from the field and from three-point range, not to mention over 80% from the free throw line. You think we'll ever see that again?
Well, Brian, I think the 50% from the 3 could be more difficult because the volume is now so high. I'm not sure they're as selective in their shot attempts, which means your percentages naturally come down a bit.
So 3 for 6 is not going to be an option for a great shooter?
Don't think so. 3 for 6 is usually the first quarter for a lot of these guys.
First team down.
Here's Brown. Oh, look at Brown. Bang it in. Side.
Yet tonight has been all about Jaylen Brown, a legit star in this league.
Outside Ingram. Over White, and that one's good. Ingram's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Now here's Pritchard. 5 points in the game. Connects from downtown. Pritchard's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, "I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it. And what does this team want from him?" He said, "Be aggressive, don't defer." And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Back over to you, Brian.
An impact player. Thank you, Allie. 6 on the shot clock. Pritchard gets it to go.
They haven't missed a beat coming out of the locker room. A perfect 4 for 4.
Pass to Barrett. Quickly deciding where to go with it. And here's Ingram from the arc. That shot off the mark. And foul called on Emmanuel Quickly. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Celtics trail by 13. Here's Pritchard. And the layup falls. Pritchard's got 13 now.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
The 3 from Barnes. Barnes drills the triple.
That make brings them to 3 for 4, and the game plan seems to be working here early.
And a series of injuries for Emmanuel Quickly last season, Tim, stalling his ascent.
Yeah, and we're all hoping that's all behind him now, because there is a lot I like about his game. The quickness, the deep shooting, the ability to take you off the dribble. No doubt, Emmanuel Quickly, a guy we have to watch.
An emerging player.
Absolutely.
Now here's Ingram. Kicks it out to Barrett. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram. Barrett's got his second basket.
Whatever they said at halftime, it is working. They look super confident out there.
Pritchard, the pass to Brown. Back to Pritchard. Ingram against Brown. The 3. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Barrett from 12 feet. It's hauled in by White.
When you're not at your best, it is great to have teammates who will pick up the slack.
Right wing. Nice ball movement by Boston. Rebound, Toronto. Outside Ingram. The 3, Barrett. Boston pulls it in. Kidd has got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's White. Oh, through contact. White gets the finish.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific mood right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Second team foul.
Barrett with it. Now guarded by White. Protected. White coming through.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. They lead by 11. Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to talk it over with his guys. since we have a second here, let's see which teams have dominated the offensive glass and second chance opportunities this season. In third, the Raptors.
They're having success because they're sending multiple guys to the offensive glass. Hard to block out everyone.
The three, Barrett gets the three ball to go. Barrett's got 9 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pritchard gets it to go.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Pass to Barnes. Here's Quickly. Back to Barrett. Picked by Pirtle. This one for 3. Counted from distance. Barrett's got 9 points in the quarter.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Pritchard, the pass to Brown. Back to Pritchard. Clock at 6. Takes a 3. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds now. Barnes finds Pirtle. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Barnes has got 6 assists in the game.
Yeah, Pirtle has a beautiful touch around that rim.
Now here's White. He's got 18. Pass to Minot. He makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Raptors lead by 15. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Well, that's a big man playing big. Pirtle using all of that 7-foot length.
White against Quickly. Rebound by the Raptors. Pirtle's got 5 rebounds tonight. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Some changes for Toronto. Mobo comes in for Pirtle, and it's Grady Dick in for Quickly. Boston also changed in and out. Garza's checked in for Queta, and Simon is subbed in for Pritchard. Celtics trail by 17. Here's Minot. Oh, a special move before that shot. Minot's got 4 points in the quarter.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Double team on Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Well, he comes out and puts his toe in the water, and when he gets hot, he keeps his foot on the accelerator.
Simons passes to White. Here's Minot. Rebounded by Ingram. Ingram's got 4 rebounds in the game. Back to Barrett. Pass to Barnes. Here's Mobo. Oh, from deep. It's hauled in by White. White's got 4 rebounds now. Dick against Simons. Down low. Here's Garza. Out to Simons. 6 to shoot. White against Barrett. The 3. Some solid defense from Barrett.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Now here's Barrett. 12 points for him. Pass to Dick. And it's Toronto with another. Celtics trail by 19. White with it. He's got 18. Inside. Minot, good. Minot's got 6. Toronto has got 4 of 8 attempts to fall from deep here in the third quarter. Brown against Ingram. Down low. Kicks it out to Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. From the line. And the shot falls short that time.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity coaches want to see.
Pass to Brown. We've got 1:55 left to play in the third. Driving to the basket. Oh, Brown goes to the rack and lays it in.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. There's 1:40 left to play in the third quarter of basketball.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Here's Mobo, currently averaging 5 points a game. To the paint. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for the Celtics. Trailing by 17. Pass to Brown. Here he goes. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
An explosive athlete. Once Brown gets a step on the D, they pretty much have to foul.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Raptors.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
And I've also been very impressed with their ball movement. It has led to better shots. The offense overall has had a great rhythm.
Now here's Dick. He's got 9. Clock at 6. Pass to Abaji. Here's Shed. From outside, off the mark. Celtics trail by 15. There's 39 seconds left in the third. Brown passes to Simons. Back to Brown. I'm open right here. Mobo with the rebound. Raptors lead by 15. Here's Murray Boyles to the wing on the left. And it's Shed missing. Outside, Brown. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. A big-time effort for Brandon Ingram, providing a lot of energy for the Raptors. He's been effective on offense, racking up 21 points so far in this contest. We'll be right back with you shortly. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So the Celtics 5 right now. They've got Peyton Pritchard. He's out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Walsh in at the 4-man position. Here's Shed. Back to Barnes. And he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
And this is how you finish inside. Barnes, I mean, he doesn't fear anyone close to the rim.
To the inside. Here's Garza. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Celtics trail by 15. Pass to Pritchard. To the middle. Out to Simons. Hauser outside. Fires for three. Drops in the three. Hauser's got his first 3 points of the game.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Here's Shed. Pass to Mobo. And here's Dick. Toronto passing it around. Here's Mobo. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Celtics trail by 14. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's Pritchard. And he drops it in from the low post. For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Outside Barnes. Here's Shed. Garza grabs the board. Garza's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
And now a chance to see what's coming up for Toronto. On Sunday, they kick off a road trip in Brooklyn, where they'll take on the Nets. Then on Tuesday, they'll be taking on Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
And the Raptors making a change here. Ingram's checked in.
And one of the responsibilities with being a great player is making free throws.
Here's Dick. And it's off from 3-point range. And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for Boston. It's a 10-point game. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Shot clock at 6. And there's a pick. Out left to the wing. On the wing, Hauser. No good with the triple.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
Back to Barnes. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused when weird plays happen.
Here's Shed. Down low. Just 4 to shoot. Barnes going up with confidence inside.
Well, certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
Celtics trail by 12. And here's Pritchard. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. And that one's good.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Now here's Ingram. Outside Barnes. Just 5 to shoot. There's a screen. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Good. Mobo's got 4 points in the quarter. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's Pritchard. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
Outside Ingram. To the paint. Here's Barnes. Outside for Ingram. And that's an intentional foul. Lawson, he's checked in for Shed.
Third personal foul. Second team foul. Now into the line for Toronto. Number 0, A.J. Lawson.
Pass to Ingram. Here's Mobo. Garza grabs the board. Garza's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Now Pritchard. Here's Garza. Here's Walsh. That three's off the mark. Outside Dick. Ingram. Here's Lawson. 6 on the shot clock. There's the triple. And the Raptors miss again.
Well, he was shooting the ball from deep in the first half, but he's come up dry ever since.
And here's Simons outside. Fires in the triple.
Yeah, when he's hitting shots from that deep, he is a major threat to the defense.
Pass to Mobo. Outside Ingram. Here's Mobo. Here's the pick. Here's Barnes. Yes, sir. Barnes beating him inside.
Well, that demonstrates exactly how calm Barnes is. Even with the defense all over him, he still found a way to overcome that.
Pass to Garza. Ingram with the ball. Pritchard picks him up. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
And Boston with some changes. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Hauser. And Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. Here's Barrett. A 3 off the inbound. And that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game.
R.J. Barrett with that lightning-quick release.
White with it. Fires from deep. No good. Ooh, excellent D there quickly. And an intentional foul right there. Jakob Poeltl, he's checked in for Toronto. Cadiz checked in for Boston. Minot comes in for Walsh.
Substitution on the court.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Celtics.
Boston ball.
Celtics trail by 12. And here's White. Outside, Brown. Oh, Brown inside. Hey, he's more than just a shooter.
You're taking over this one in effortless fashion. When Brown is cooking like this, keep working the ball to him.
Quickly finds Barrett. Poeltl with a screen on White. Pass to Poeltl. Kicks it out to Barnes. And it's out of bounds. That one off Poeltl.
Well, that is the definition of an unforced error. It's very unfortunate, and the coach is going to have something to say about that.
Boston's got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Here's Minot from deep. Poeltl grabs a miss.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Barnes passes to Quickly. And here's Ingram, defended by Brown. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense.
At the line for one.
And the technical free throw is good. You know, Tim, both of Jakob Poeltl's parents played volleyball for the Austrian national team.
Yeah, he comes from an athletic family, and he certainly has a lot of agility for his size. And I think, B.A., in today's game, you need your big men to be able to move their feet.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Ingram. Rebound Boston. Minot's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Queta. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And they've done well from the free throw line this half. No misses yet.
Raptors lead by 8. Pass to Poeltl. Now Barrett. He's covered by Simons. Here's Poeltl. And the dunk by Poeltl.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Well, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
Now here's Barrett. 5 to shoot. Uses the glass on the layup. Barrett's got 14 points now in the second half.
As cold as he was in the first half, he's done a great job regrouping and turning things around after the break.
Brown. Oh, my goodness! Brown would not be denied.
Oh, I like their execution in the second half. They're keeping this game competitive.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Checked in for Simons. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team, and he encouraged them to stay focused and not get complacent, saying we worked too hard to get this lead and we're not going to give it up now. Stay connected, play smart, let's get this win. Guys, back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Now quickly. Barnes outside. Quickly outside. Shoots it up. Oh, can't hit the jumper.
The players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
Outside, Brown. Here's Pritchard, and stolen by Barrett. Ingram into the lane.
Back it down, baby.
Now Barrett. 6 to shoot. Bucket! Straight in!
Well, you got to hit Barrett harder than that if you want to stop him from scoring. That's light work.
White against Quickly. They set the screen. Pritchard fires. Misses the three! That free throw good for Barnes.
And Scotty Barnes represents a huge part of the future of this franchise. They just love his ability to slot into any position on the floor and do so many different things offensively.
He got it!
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
Barnes outside. Here's Barrett. Pirtle with a screen on White. Now Pirtle. Oh, the drop pass, and he dunks it down.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up and a strong showing for the Raptors.
One area where they set themselves apart today, their aggressiveness in getting steals.
It really hindered their opponent all game long. And of course, it helped spark their own offense.
And for the year, this will give them win number 17.
And they've had their fingerprints all over this series, winning 2 straight and looking like they have this team covered.
And no question this was a team effort, but you have to love how big a night this was for R.J. Barrett.
Well, he did a great job involving everyone in the offense, setting guys up for scores, and the assist total shows it.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
That's good from Pritchard.
Shooting for Boston, Peyton Pritchard, taking 2 shots.
Pritchard hits them both. And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, B.A., you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock and don't turn it over.
Outside Dick. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. That's off. Now here's White. He's covered closely. they get the win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Brandon, hot shooting for you tonight. Where do you get that confidence level to take over like this?
Just coming in, working on my routine every single day. I think my teammates put me in a really, really good position to step in the shots and give me confidence on the basketball floor to shoot the ball and also give them the basketball to do whatever they want on the floor to create and make something happen. So confidence comes from my teammates.
And you've been a great teammate as well. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Scotty Barnes.